Okay, state whether the following are rational or not. Okay, the question is state whether the following are rational or not. So before that, we discuss little bit. Okay, so what are the operations that we can do on numbers? Sum, difference, product, that is multiplication, and division. These are the operations we can do on numbers. Okay. Now, if two rational numbers are given, for example, 2 and 5, okay, you can. If two rational numbers are given, so sum of two rational number is always a rational number. Always remember, sum of two rational number is always rational number. So the sum of two rational number is closed to be rational number. Difference as well, it will be rational number. If both the numbers are rational number, the difference will be rational number. Product of two rational number will always be rational number. Division of two rational numbers will always be rational number, provided the divisor, that is a by b. If a and b both are rational numbers, then their division is also rational number, provided b not equal to 0. This is clear for rational numbers. Now, for example, if we are having one rational number, 3, another irrational number. One is irrational number, other is irrational number. So sum of rational and irrational number is always irrational number. Difference is also irrational. So sum will be 3 plus root 2. And this is irrational number. Their sum is irrational number. Similarly, the difference 3 minus root 2. It will be irrational number. Product 3 into root 2. Irrational number. 3 divided by root 2. Again, irrational number. This is clear? So, when we are having one rational number, other irrational number, then the sum, difference, product, and division, it will be irrational number. In division always check. The division must not be equal to 0. Now, if both are irrational, numbers, then what will be? For example, okay, if we are taking two irrational numbers, then their sum may or may not be rational. Their sum may or may not be rational. For example, I am taking, first take these two rational number, root 2, root 3. Root 2, if you are applying sum, taking operation sum, so it is also irrational number. But now see, 3, okay, I take it simple. One number I am taking root 2, other number minus root 2. Okay, now these two are irrational numbers. If I am taking sum of these two irrational numbers, root 2 plus minus root 2, it will be 0. So you can see sum of two irrational number is rational. Here sum of two irrational number is irrational. So sum of two irrational number may or may not be rational. It can be irrational as well. This is clear? So sum of two irrational number need not be irrational. It can be rational, it can be irrational, depending on the numbers. Similarly, the difference as well. Product as well, division as well. So when you are having both the irrational numbers, then their sum, difference, product, and division need not be irrational. It can be rational as well. Okay. This is clear. This will get more clear when we do the questions. Okay. So start with first question. Check whether, state whether the following numbers are rational or irrational. Okay. Take out your notebooks and start first question. 2 plus root 2, the whole square. Solve it. So we are having number 2 plus root 2, the whole square. So 2 plus root 2 is rational or irrational? It is irrational. 2 is rational, root 2 is irrational. So 2 plus root 2, their sum becomes irrational. Now take the square of this and check whether it's rational or not. So it is in the form of a plus b the whole square. How we can solve a plus b the whole square? Anyone in class who is having doubts here?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, a square plus b square plus 2ab.
Plus 2ab. When you expand, we will get this one. And how to expand? If you do not know, simply a plus b into a plus b. We can write like this. Now open it. So a into a plus b into a. So a will be multiplied first. So a square plus ab. Now with b plus ab plus b square. So we are getting a square plus b square plus 2ab. Understood? So if you do not know, then expand them. You will get this identity. Okay, solve this one. Start solving the equations and check whether it is rational or not. 2 plus root 2 the whole square. So it will be, so a plus b, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. This is our a, this is our b. So a square, 2 square plus root 2 square plus 2 into root 2. So how much we are getting? 2 square, 4. Root 2 the whole square. So root get cancelled, we are getting 2. 2 plus 4 root 2. How much we are getting? 6 plus 4 root 2. Is it a rational number or irrational?
Sir, irrational number.
Irrational number, you can see. Root 2 is there. So this whole number is irrational number. This whole number is irrational number. Okay, second one, do as homework. 3 minus root 3, the whole square. Again, the expansion will be there. A minus b, the whole square. It will be how much? A square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay. Second one, do as homework. Third one, do. Do the third one. If you got any doubt, you can ask immediately. Do the third one. We have to check whether the particular number is rational or irrational. So third one, we have 5 plus root 5 and 5 minus root 5. So it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. What is the expansion? Okay, what will be the product? A plus b into a minus b. It will be how much? A square minus b square. If you do not know, you can simply apply 5 into 5, 5 into root 5, then plus root 5 into minus root 5. That way as well you can do. So what will be the answer here? A square, 5 square minus root 5 square. 5 square, 25 minus root 5 square, 5. How much we are getting? 20. So here we are having two irrational numbers. So we are taking product of two irrational numbers. So one irrational number is 5 plus root 5, other irrational number is 5 minus root 5. We are taking their product. So we are taking product of two irrational numbers and we are getting a rational number here. In earlier cases, we got irrational. In first question we did, it was the product of two irrational numbers, or we can say square of a irrational number, and we got irrational number. Here we are getting rational number. So product of two irrational numbers need not be irrational. It can be rational as well. It can be a rational number, rational as well, depending on the two irrational numbers. This is clear. So here we are getting rational. So third one is rational. Fourth one, do as homework. Fifth one, do the fifth one. You all are doing along with. Do the next one. Do the fifth one. 3 divided by 2 root 2, the whole square. Do this one, you have 30 seconds. So what you are going to do, this bracket is there, so the square is whole, for the whole. So if I'm writing a by b the whole square, it can be written as a square upon b square. Or if it is given a by b c the whole square, it will be written as a square upon b square c square. Understood this one? So this square is for the whole. So what will be the next step? Yes, Kanishka, tell me what will be the next step? Kanishka, are you present there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so what will be the next step? So we'll be taking square of, it will be 3 square divided by 2 root 2 the whole square. Next step, 3 square divided by, now again open the bracket, it will be 2 square root 2 square. Now 3 square will be 9. 2 square 4. Root 2 square 2. How much we are getting? 9 upon 8. So is it a rational number or irrational number? Yes, Krishna. Krishna, is it a rational or irrational? It's a
Sir, it
rational
is
number.
rational number.
Rational. It's a rational number. Okay, do the sixth one. Do it fast. Do the sixth one. Do the sixth one. Root 7 divided by 6 root 2. 6 root 2. You can see this is a rational number. This is a rational number. So this whole is a rational number. And this square we are taking. Square of a irrational number we are taking. Again the same way, it will be root 2 7 square divided by 6 root 2 the whole square. So first we have squared the numerator and denominator. Now root 7 square 7. 6 root 2 square 6 square root 2 square. 7 divided by 6 square is how much? 36. Root 2 square into 2. 7 divided by 72. You can see we have got in the form of a by b, where a and b both are integers and b not equal to 0, and c, a and b, there is no common factor. So irrational number, square of the irrational number, what we are getting here? Rational number. So square of irrational number need not be irrational. It can be rational as well. It can be irrational as well, depending on the number. So in first we have seen that one. Second one, second question, do as homework. Second 4 questions are there. You are having Sunday tomorrow. So second you can do it yourself. Square of them you have to take. We start with third. Okay. Third is important as well. So first one, root 2 plus root 3 equal to root 5. Is it true or false? Yes, Gaurav. Root 2 plus root 3 equal to root 5. Can we do it like this?
Sir,
Is it true or
false.
false?
False.
Gaurav. Okay, I'm asking Gaurav. Gaurav, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so, okay, tell me the next one. 2 root 4 plus 2 equal to 6. Is it true or false? Gaurav, is it true or false?
Sir,
Solve it.
sir,
So left hand side, solve the left hand side. Can we solve the left hand side? 4 is a perfect square, so we can take the root. Two into root of 4 is how much? 2 plus 2. 4 plus 2, 6. Now we can see left hand side solution is 6. Right hand side is 6. So 6 equal to 6. Therefore it is true. Okay, third one. Third one goes to Neil. Neil, now tell.
Yes, sir.
Third one. Is it true or false?
Sir, one time. Sir, true.
It's true. So see here it is how 3 root 7 minus 2 root 7 equal to root 7. So how to solve? 3 root 7 minus 2 root 7. And we are having 3 root 7s this side and here 1 root 7, 2 root 7. So we are subtracting 3 root 7 from, we are subtracting 2 root 7 from 3 root 7, we get root 7. Okay, or how to solve? So see here 3 root 7 minus 2 root 7. This is our left hand side. Now what is common? Root 7 is common. We can take out root 7. What will remain in bracket? 3 minus 2. Root 7, 3 minus 2 is 1. So we are getting root 7. Left hand side is same as right hand side. Okay, fourth one, Priyanshi. Fourth one, 2 by 7 is an irrational number. True or false?
Sir, it is false.
It is false. Why?
Sir, because 2 by 7 is a rational number because 7 is not equal to 0 and both are integers.
Both are integers. You can see as well there is no common factor as well. That is fine. Good. Thank you. Next one, 5 upon 11. Kushi,
Yes, sir.
5 upon 11 is a rational number or not?
Yes, sir. Rational number.
Rational number. Okay. Abdul Azim. Sixth one. All rational numbers are real number. Is it true or false? All rational numbers are real numbers. Is it true or false? Abdul Azim.
Sir, false.
Why false? All what are real numbers? The numbers which exist in nature, the numbers which we can quantify. So rational numbers can be quantified. Or you remember the number line, real number line. On that we can put the rational numbers. So see here, real numbers is a group in which all the rational numbers and irrational numbers are contained. So if we are taking one group in which we are putting all the rational numbers and all the irrational numbers, then that group, then that set is called as real numbers. You can see as well on page number 1. Real numbers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Real numbers contain the rational and irrational numbers. Abdul start studying properly. Next one, all real numbers are rational numbers. Or all real numbers are rational numbers. It is false. All real numbers are not rational because some are irrational as well. Because in real numbers, rational and irrational are contained. In real numbers, rational and irrational both are contained. So we cannot say all real numbers are rational numbers. Only some may be rational. So it is false. Some real numbers are rational numbers. Okay, next is some. Some real numbers are rational number. That is true. So this is a set of irrational numbers. This is a set of real numbers. It contains rational numbers, irrational numbers. Now we can say some of the real numbers are rational. That is true. Okay, fourth one, do it fast. Set of rational numbers. Okay, -6. So we have to find the set of rational numbers. -6 is a rational or not? -6 is a rational number. Again, -5/3/4. That is also rational number. -√4. Is it a rational or not?
No, sir.
Why? Can we solve it? Root of 4. 4 is a perfect square. It can be
Yes.
solved. 2 into 2. 1, 2, we can take outside. -2. So what is the result? -2. Therefore, -√4 is a rational number. See here, these are irrational. √2 is rational. √3 is irrational. Then √4, it's rational. Perfect square. √5, irrational. √6, irrational. √7, irrational. Okay. -3/5, a by b form, no common factor, and denominator not equal to 0. That's rational. -3/8, again rational. 0 is rational. 4/5 rational. 1 rational. 1, 2/3. It will be 5/3. That is again rational. Root of 8. Is root of 8 rational? Is it a perfect square? No, it's not a rational. It is irrational. 3.01. You can see it is terminating. 3.01. The decimal is terminating. So it's a rational. Pi we have already discussed. Pi is irrational. 8.47. It's rational. So set of rational number, you will make a set and you will write all the numbers except √8 and pi. √8 and pi we have to omit. This is clear. Rational number. Set of irrational numbers. What will be the set of irrational numbers? So rational numbers we have already clubbed under one set. And what two numbers were remaining? So set of irrational numbers, √8 and pi. And remaining all are rational numbers. So irrational numbers, √8 and pi. Set of integers. Find the set of integers. Set of integers, -6 is an integer. Set of integers. What will be the
Sir.
set of integers? Yes.
Sir, we want to do question number third, sir, true or false?
True or false, you can do it. We have done, already done.
Book we want to do.
Yes, book you can do. Third question you can do in book. No need of doing it in notebook. Okay, set of integers. What are the set of integers? -6 minus √4. It's an integer. We are getting -2. Then 0 and 1. These are integers. Set of non-integers, non-negative integers. So that will be 0 and 1 only. Okay. Now 5 minutes are remaining. Represent each of the following on different number line. So we'll plot on the number line. Okay, I'll explain you now how to plot it on the number line. So last year we have discussed to plot the rational numbers. So for example, you are given, you have to plot 2 and 3. These two numbers you have to plot on number line. How to plot on number line? This is our number line, 0. These you have to plot 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the numbers 2, we make a circle and fill this circle. 3, this is how we have plotted these two numbers. Or integers as well. For example, -3 we have to plot. -3, -4. These two numbers you have to plot. So 0, 1, -1, -2, -3, -4. This you all remember how to plot these numbers. And fractions, for example, 1/4 we have to plot. Fraction you all remember how to plot. 0, 1, 2. 1/4. So it will be lying somewhere here. So this division we will divide into how many? 4 times. 4. First division, second, first, second, third, fourth. It will be how much? 1/2, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. This will be how much? 1/2. And we have to plot 1/4. We have plotted it. This is fine. This we all have done. Now to represent irrational number. How to represent irrational number? Okay. So first irrational number we are taking √2. We have to plot √2 on the real number line. Irrational numbers are real numbers. We can plot them on number line. How to plot √2? So you all remember a triangle, right angle triangle. Now, if we are taking the two sides as 1 and 1, what will be the hypotenuse length? It will be this square plus this square. 1 square plus, so A, B, C. AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square will be how much? 1 square plus 1 square, that is 1. AC square equal to 2. AC equal to √2. This is clear? Now how to plot √2? This you all understood. In a right angle triangle whose two sides are 1, the hypotenuse will be √2. So we'll be using this property, Pythagoras theorem, to plot √2 on the number line. How to plot? So first we'll be drawing the number line. Here we have 0, 1, 2. We have to plot √2. √2 will lie somewhere here. So from 0 we'll start. So this is our 1 centimeter we have drawn. Okay, 1 centimeter length we have drawn. This is 1 centimeter, this is 2 centimeters. This is fine. Now from here we will draw a perpendicular. At this point, draw a perpendicular of length 1 centimeter again. So 1 centimeter here, 1 centimeter perpendicular we have drawn. Okay, you can use protractor or you can use compass. Compass to draw the perpendicular. At this point, draw a circle. From this point, make an arc. From this point, make an arc and join it to the point. This is clear? Or use protractor. So make a line of 1 centimeter we have. This is 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter. Now join these 2 points. So we have made a right angle triangle. We have made a right angle triangle. This is 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. This will be how much? Root 2. This will be our root 2. Now, what we are going to do? Take the compass, one point here, the tip of the compass here, and the pencil here, and measure this one, root 2. Okay, measure this one, root 2, and from here, make an arc this side. Okay, so this length is root 2. This length will be how much? Again, root 2. So this will be our root 2. So OP. This OP length is root 2. Understood this one? I explain it again once. Draw the number line. Mark the points 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter. Now this is 1 centimeter. Now this BC will be making again 1 centimeter. So at 1, make perpendicular and cut 1 centimeter from this one. So this length is 1 centimeter, this length is 1 centimeter. Now join these 2 points. This length will be root 2. So in compass, take root 2 length. Tip of the compass here, pencil here, and make an arc, cutting the number line. So this length is root 2. This length will be also root 2. So OP, we have got root 2. We have got root 2. This is clear. So practice this for time being. We'll do the rest on Monday. Understood this one? Anyone have doubts?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay. We'll do more over this protein on Monday. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank
So till 4th, complete your work. Till 4th, complete your work.
So can we leave the class?
Yes, you can leave the class. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.